Hey, it's Dan. Welcome back. You're watching iAllegedly. And got a good one for you today. Just walking amongst the boats. It is raining all around me. It just stopped raining and so much to cover. But I'm going to make a suggestion that we do what rich people do. And before I get into it, please take a second. Please hit the like button. Please subscribe to the channel. Don't forget there's Patreon. If you want more exclusive content, there's Patreon. You can get a hold of me, and we have an email list that you can sign up for as well. But again, do what rich people do. One thing that's crazy right now is we're getting different bits of advice right now as the economy is in deep trouble. Goldman Sachs steps forward and says, hey, the stock market's going to fall substantially, and it could easily fall double digits, and you could see it go down as much as 22 to 25%. Kind of a big number that they keep talking about. And again, this isn't an old warning. This is a new one from today. There's that. The next one is the Oracle of Omaha, Warren Buffett. Good old Warren Buffett. How old is he, guys? 92 years old. 92-year-old Warren Buffett steps forward and says, hey, everything is great in the economy. Everything's rosy. Everything's perfect. And you just need to get through this. And I keep getting reminders of things that have happened in the past. And let's talk about the last economic downturn. Remember when Bank of America was literally, going to be Lehman Brothers? Remember when it was that close and they were about to go out of business? Who saved that? This old man sitting in his bathtub decided, all right, buy Bank of America. That was Warren Buffett, guys. Warren Buffett decided to put, billions of dollars, $4-5 billion into Bank of America stock to save the company? That's what he did. So, Warren Buffett had his annual shareholders meeting, and a lot of people can't stand him. I'm getting kind of tired of him right now, because right now, instead of offering real advice for people and saying, hey, you should do this, or you should batten down the hatches, things look pretty good right now. Everything looks good in the economy. Who can say that? Who can say that? You got Goldman Sachs saying things are bad, and then you got Warren Buffett saying, no, they're not. So believe what you want. Now, once again, there are three big investors that there's a great article below talking about how Warren Buffett is one of them, and I'll step into him first. He is buying shares in Louisiana Pacific and building shares, lumber. When the building market comes back, you're going to see lumber go up in price. Okay, well, when's that going to be? When's that going to be? If you believe that the real estate market is going to take a further hit, you're not alone, okay, to say the least. Now, so much talk has been happening lately about the real estate market and how we had so many people that were getting cheap loans and it drove the prices up. Okay? Simple as that. But Warren Buffett says, get ready. Okay? 92 years old, get ready to put your money into lumber right now. Okay? The next one is Jeff Bezos. Jeff Bezos, Dara, whatever his name is, from Uber, and Mark Benioff, who runs Salesforce, arrived where you can invest in real estate for as little as $100 that you can get yourself into real estate right now. And that has proven to be incredibly profitable because they've bought these trophy properties, and people want to join the bandwagon. People want to get on board with rich people like that and what they're doing. Okay? Well, are you one of those people? Does that interest you? If Jeff Bezos buys something, does that make you say, yeah, I want to do it? Mark Benioff, Dara, can't pronounce the guy's last name, from Uber, that guy, does that make you sit there and want to be part of it? That's your choice. The final one is our main man, Elon Musk. Elon Musk is partnering with Lennar Homes, the home builder. Now, this is a two-part story. Lennar is going to be building units for Elon's companies, SpaceX, Tesla, different places, and they're going to partner with this to get his employees into these properties, which is fantastic. It's nice, okay? Now, would you invest in that? Is that something that makes you go, okay, great? Well, they feel that there's going to be serious value in the real estate market. Now, at breakfast this morning, met my friend Dave, and a man in the restaurant. I can't say his name because it's really unique, and he's in the casting business. Now, not casting for movies, casting for molds. And his friend works at Lennar Homes. And Lennar Homes is now building apartment complexes that they would normally sell as condos, but they're calling them apartments now. Okay? And they're starting to sell these places, doing it around the country. What are they getting for these units? About $245,000 a unit, give or take. It's a lot of money per door, they call it. Per door, with the 300 unit apartment complex, you guys can do the billions of dollars of transactions. That's what they're doing right now. Okay? Here's something that is utterly disgusting. If they go and they turn those into the units for the homeless, guess how much they get for those? Because everybody has their hand in it. $665,000 per door. Got this agency, that agency. Think about it. Same apartments, same building, same everything, but you call it low-cost housing. You throw different associations, different groups into it, and they're $665,000. That is insanity, guys. That is absolutely what is wrong with this. The city of LA has had billions of dollars to help the homeless. Okay, and if I drove up there today, we would find people sleeping on the street in the rain, and those other agencies have filled their pockets, lined their pockets with this. So it's awful, guys. It really is. Who is the richest man in the world right now? Bernard Arnault. Okay, this guy's worth $201 billion and is richer than everybody else, all those other guys. And the way that this guy made his money is that his father had a construction company. They got paid out. And in the 70s, he got $15 million, which he would have never had to work again. But he didn't do that. He wanted to move into real estate and do high-end real estate. But he bought brands, too, that were high-end brands. He owns Moet, the champagne company, Fendi, Louis Vuitton. He owns, he owns the diamond company, the one that none of us can afford. Anyways, this guy has made a fortune building Palm Beach real estate. This guy, Buffett, Tiffany's. He owns Tiffany's. Sorry, guys. You think I remember all this stuff all the time. He owns Tiffany's too. But if you notice, the brands are super high end. That's what that guy does. And the problem right now is that people still are buying the super high end stuff. Doesn't make any sense. I'd rather be rich than look rich. That's my thing. And the guy I had breakfast with today, we were talking about this and talking about security and not having to work until you're 105 years old. It'd be nice to work. It'd be nice to do the things you want to do, but you don't have to do that. So, once again, Mr. Arnault is brilliant, has done all this stuff, and is convinced that we're going to have a downturn when it comes to real estate right now, and you're going to see problems with this in the future where there's going to be areas that are going to suffer from this. Okay? Sam Zell, another real estate guy, another rich billionaire real estate guy, who said, this is a mess, guys. Inflation is an absolute mess. Gave out all this free money to everybody for years. And then what'd you do? You lowered interest rates. Lowered interest rates almost to zero. And it drove up the prices on everything. Drove up the prices on labor, drove up the prices on materials. It drove the prices on the assets themselves, which is real estate. And with that, it made it a disaster to make it affordable for the common folk. Now, these rich people, who cares? No, the point is that they see the writing on the wall. Warren Buffett's kidding himself. Warren Buffett, wants you to drink the Kool-Aid and follow along and don't worry about anything, where you should be worried. You should be looking at things like Goldman Sachs and look at people like Greg Manarino talking about his MMRI and how the money system is about to lock up any day now. And it's funny, I had people that wrote me and said, Dan, you said February 24th was the drop dead date for the banks. I'm just telling you what I read, guys. It's that simple. Take a look at the video description below. But all these rich people know that there's a problem. And Sam Zell, great article. All this stuff is below, guys. Sam Zell talking about how this has created a huge problem. You've got all these different businesses that have suffered tremendously because prices have gone up. Sarah owns a tire store. Okay, I'm not going to say where, but Sarah wrote me a great letter today about the problem with payables and receivables right now for her company, mid-sized tire company. And the problem with it is that people are not paying their bills right now. It's become story time. We talked about this a month ago, and I'm telling you guys this right now. Do everything you can in your business and in your personal life to not let people owe you money right now, because there is a musical chairs and you're not the only one they owe money to. I'm telling you this. Make sure that you go out there and you get that money from these people right now. Do what you can do to do that. Okay? It's that simple. Sarah talked about how people are taking longer to pay her, how they're starting to see stories, they're starting to see issues when it comes to collections from accounts. And it's getting worse right now. You can't see it. There's a little manta ray there, but you can't see him very well, and he's just sitting there floating. Anyways, people are going to destroy businesses by not paying them. When you don't get paid, you don't pay people. You don't pay your employees. You don't move forward, and everybody has expenses going forward. Okay? What are we, 12% done with the year, 15% done with the year already? As we enter March, look at all your bills. Look at everything that you're doing. Now you can sit there and we can talk about Bill Gates buying farmland and all that stuff, and people can freak out about that. And, I've got a problem with it too. But these people realize that there's issues. These people are doing things to be more creative with the way that they spend money and know that there's issues right now. You can kid yourself and you can talk about how everything is great. Now, Mr. Arnhold, who has all these high-end brands, and people are still shopping. People are still buying $3,500, women's purses. That is wild to me right now. It's crazy. Absolutely crazy. Do you pay attention to these people? You should, because some of them are realizing that there's issues right now. Twitter cut back all these employees, and there's more stories coming out because last weekend Elon laid off another 50 people, but they were high-end people. There was a woman that was so dedicated to the company, was an engineer who slept in the office and was written up about her. I let her go. Sorry, it's not working out. Have a nice day. Good luck. Give you a good recommendation. You're going to see more of this right now. It's going to happen. It's about to start raining again. So I'll see how much of this video I can get done for you guys. But look at what these people are doing. You can believe the hype. Berkshire Hathaway lost a bunch of money compared to last year. They're doing they're doing billions of dollars in stock buybacks right now, which is crazy. And he's upset about the taxes that he has to pay on that, where the rest of us are just trying to pay our bills and make the cell phone payment. So let me know what you guys think about this so far. I love predictions. I love when people say, hey, this is going to happen on this date. Stephen Blitz is an economist at TS Lombard, and he steps forward in the articles below talking about how we're going to be in a full-blown recession by mid-year. Okay, great. He talks about how people can't afford to hire people. Everything's more expensive. There's problems getting access to money. It's a great article, and that's below. Now, core manufacturing, large goods, okay, this is up right now, guys. Yesterday, we get this great news that manufacturing is up to the highest level in 5 months for large, durable goods. Okay? No, guys. Who cares? Okay? Do you believe that? Do you believe the employment numbers right now? Okay? We turned it around, guys. Go back to work. Okay? Terrible. Absolutely terrible. Lori wrote me from the Dollar Tree store back east, and she's saying, Dan, I am finding more things inside the Dollar Tree that are $5. Things that she wanted to get, well, it's not $1.25. No, it's $5 for some of this stuff. But she's finding more and more empty boxes where people steal things inside the store and they just throw it down. They steal it, put it in their pocket, throw it on the ground. Which brought up a great point. And I'm like, I was in Walmart this weekend and I'm thinking, well, this is really dirty Walmart. There's a lot of, crap laying around the floor. These were empty boxes. Clearly people stole stuff and just stuck it in their pockets and threw the boxes on the floor and didn't really care if they got caught. That is horrible, guys. That is the shape of this great economy. And that is that, people don't care about that. So share your thoughts on this stuff. Are you seeing this stuff? Are you seeing the theft? Are you seeing things like this? Another Goldman Sachs warning. They stepped forward and said that real estate, in addition to the stock market, is going to take a double-digit downturn. It's kind of different than what Warren Buffett just said. Make up your mind, guys. And again, the best advice that anybody ever gave me, and the advice I'm taking right now, is just to be cautious. Save. Wait. I know people that have gotten deals on cars, boats, everything right now, motorcycles, all this stuff right now, because they're just sitting there looking through things like that. I woke up this morning to 2 notifications from Amazon saying, hey, somebody tried to log into your Amazon account. Click here. Guys, I don't have this Prime account that they're talking about. Nothing like that. Wasn't me. But the problem with it is people click on those things, and that's the end of it, guys. They've got all your information. They've got everything. Which brings up a very sad story. There's a couple back east that was on Facebook Marketplace. And they were looking for a house, and found a house under market. Landlord met them, talked to them over the phone, and said, listen, I'll give you the code to the house. Just Venmo me the money, and you guys are good as gold. They send $1,000. They show up at the house. Guess what? It's not available. It's not the house was never for rent, and it was not this guy's house. So when it comes to real estate, don't be stupid. Understand that there are contracts. There are things to sign. There are people to meet. Go tour the house. Don't just go and do this through Facebook Marketplace. These scammers are getting more desperate. They're getting more creative, and they're stealing people's money faster than ever. So be leery of this stuff, guys. And if you guys ever have any stories like that, send them. Send them my way. It's horrible that people are falling for this stuff. The best one ever, friend of mine, Jeff, real estate agent, who sold his house in Huntington Beach. Before he sold the house in Huntington Beach, a friend of his called him and said, hey, I didn't know you guys were renting your house out. Oh, I'm not. What are you talking about? Well, it's on Craigslist right now. Okay? How about that? The realtor's house on Craigslist. Calls the listing. Yeah, I can show it to you. I can this, I can that. Well, let's meet there. They wouldn't meet him, obviously, because it's Jeff's house. But that's how bold and brazen these people are. So if it seems too good to be true, it is, guys. Don't get stuck for stuff like this because you don't have any recourse. Venmo's not giving people their money back. Zelle's not giving their people their money back. If you send money to these people, you're on your own, guys. You're too stupid to do it. They're not going to do it. Don't click on those Amazon links. A lot of these scammers send things in the middle of the night so that you wake up, oh, shit, what did you buy? Okay? So, share your thoughts on that, okay? Did I swear right there? I'm going to catch heck for that. Anyways, share your thoughts, guys. Do you guys remember when the subprime real estate market crashed? There was a company called New Century. They were here in Orange County, in Irvine, as a matter of fact. And they were the big deal of subprime lending. And when they went down, that was the domino that killed real estate. They are saying that the first domino for the subprime market in cars just went down. American Car Centers, which is a huge car lender that will basically look at the ad. It says they'll lend money to anybody. They're having real problems, and they just shut their doors because they could not get funding and people are not making their car payments. Okay, everything's great though, guys. Everything is good. The subprime market is the highest interest rate. It is, you're self-employed, you lost your job, you just got divorced, got a bankruptcy on your record, you can get a car loan. Call these guys. They were trying to raise $288 million and couldn't do it. Okay, they canceled the bond offering and said we're not going to move forward. So they let 288 people go. They're owned by York Capital, and they've got dealerships in 10 states, and it's done, guys, completely finished. But experts, Fortune magazine says this is the domino that's going to kill the subprime lending market for automobiles. And what I get a kick out of is people think, oh, I don't have to make my car payment now. Yeah, you do, because those people, they'll come after your car. They will come after if you're a day late. They will come looking for your car. The used car market has gone completely upside down. We saw where people were overpaying for cars to where now you can't even sell a car right now. Got a used car we're trying to sell, and I am telling you that the offers are a third of what the car is worth right now. That's how quickly it has changed in a 4-month period. 4 months, it went from people offering over asking prices for the cars to a third of its value. Now, not one person, not two people, how about 8 people offering that right there? I've talked a lot about Susie Orman in the past, and the one thing I believe in is getting yourself a budget and getting your finances in order. What about Dave Ramsey? You guys follow Dave Ramsey? Dave Ramsey has a great article, it's below, talking about how most rich people, 79% of those people were self-made. Most people didn't inherit the money. Now you got the other 21% that, like Gordon Gekko said, they were, nephews, idiot grandsons, and trust fund babies. I think that's what he said, something like that, if you remember Wall Street. The point is that a lot of people are self-made, and it's not too late to be self-made. What you have to look at right now with this economy is how to make money differently right now. The real estate market is going to change like we've never seen it before. You're going to see shopping malls shut down. Somebody just told me about the Brea Mall. Go to the Brea Mall, Dan. It's an absolute ghost town. Again, a high-end city that separates San Bernardino County and or LA County, pardon me, LA County and Orange County. And it's a mess, guys, absolute mess. So you're going to see more and more problems with real estate right now in the coming months. And let me know what you guys think about this. What do you think about this? Have you guys ever bought a car and had to use financing like that? Going to finish this video with these last few stories. And in Portugal, there's a bunch of people protesting the economy, interest rates, how expensive it is to live. The average person there makes $1,000 a month, 1,049 is 1,000 euros a month, and can't get by. And they want the government to do something about it. They want them to work on the economy and improving that. People that have EV cars are all complaining about the EV cars. Got a great article talking about the logistics of charging the car is too much. It takes too much time to have these cars. And, some people don't have a life and don't have to be someplace quickly, so they're using these electric cars. Huge problem. There is a trend right now. You've heard about quiet quitting. There's a trend right now called bare minimum Mondays, where people don't do anything on Mondays, and it's a huge problem. So, kind of interesting, okay? Again, don't work there if you don't like it. No, I just don't want to do anything. You know what I mean? It's kind of ridiculous when you think about this. So, a bunch of TikToks getting made, a bunch of people talking about how they just don't want to work on Mondays. Okay, I don't want to work any day, but guess what? We have to do that to eat, pay the electric bill, things like that. The final story is from a woman named Haley Kirkland, who wanted to take her husband out for a nice birthday dinner to a place called Slim Chickens. And they ordered the combo pack, 6 pieces of chicken, and the husband took a bite into the first one and looked down and said, "Look at this." And cooked into the side of the piece of chicken was a cockroach. Now, normally you have to pay extra for that, and he didn't have to pay extra for that. It was just given to him. But with that being said, they were upset. Now, Haley, read the article. I want to just be a good person. I just wanted to quietly get this fixed. And the manager was not polite about this, would not issue a refund, would not help her, to the point that this thing made it to Yahoo News. So I love these dirty dining stories. Slim Chickens. Would you ever eat at Slim Chickens, guys? I wouldn't. So, deep fried cockroach. Please don't forget to hit the like button. Please subscribe to the channel. And don't forget, guys, we've got the email list. And if you want more exclusive content, there is Patreon, guys. Onward and upward, guys. I will see you guys very soon.